All right, well, it was the maiden voyage. Here's the trailer I hate. Well, let's rephrase that. I hate the design. I hate a lot of little things about it. I do not like the toolbox. We went over this before. I don't like the spare tire mount like that. I don't like this toolbox. On the other side, it looks horrible. It does not seal. We're gonna cut this off because I think I am gonna keep the trailer. This is the first time we pulled anything. I just put the skid loader on it with the Brush Cat. I'll show you what we're doing today. But it rode and pulled really nice. I don't like this. I don't like that little cavity where it's gonna catch everything. So we're gonna cut that out and probably just put a piece of round bar. I don't like this little window here because this wasn't painted, but I had some paint mixed up and it matches extremely well. But it pulled really nice. Like, it was nice and light. It felt real good behind the truck. It disgusts me, the fact that I don't have true 8K axles under it, and that's what I wanted. I mean, it's not an 8K. It's not an 8K axle. It's nice that it has oil bath hubs, but that truly pisses me off. But besides that, I just pulled it down. I mean, we're on a gravel road. We do a lot of gravel road work. That's why, you know, it's hard for me to keep stuff clean, but I try real hard. Anyways, but trailer pulled nice, so we're probably gonna cut, well, not probably. So I'm gonna cut this piece off for sure because it's just floating underneath this. We're gonna cut all this toolbox out of there. And I'm fine with the jack up here. I wish that foot was turned to where, you know, I could reach here, but I can reach that pretty easy. I put my Demco on it because the coupler on it was, I don't know, dumb. I didn't like it. I don't like a lot of stuff. I guess I'm too picky, but we're gonna pull this toolbox off. I want a spare tire on it, so I'm gonna mount my spare tire like right here, which will be kind of nice. And I'm gonna put another piece of channel across there, and we're gonna put a decent sized toolbox either here or there. I mean, here wouldn't be horrible, but I think I'm gonna put it there. I've got one off another trailer that we had. I might put on there, or I'll just order another one. I need to figure out, I need to try to make my own toolbox. That'd be kind of cool. But anyways, the task at hand today, I'm just gonna get on the trailer and I'll kind of show you. It's that property. If you see that pink, let me see where the camera is. If you look over there, there's a utility, or I mean a mark. I can't see it in the camera, but it's about right there. You see all that light brown, that's all brome. We're gonna mow that entire field there, just kind of to the trees and whatnot. We'll walk over there. We need to drop the gate anyways. I parked on top of the hill. I figured I'd stay off the crest of the hill, you know, or stay on the crest of the hill instead of off the crest over here, like where the property is. Just because line of sight. I don't know, I could probably pull down here because you can see, hell, you can see up that hill. So I'll go ahead and pull down here. I don't mind unloading on a hill, it doesn't bother me. That way, and I tried to get the guy to let me put a dang driveway in, but he didn't want to put a driveway in. So, or a proper gate or anything. So how about if we do a gate, or get you a driveway approach put in and stuff, and Hero didn't want nothing to do with it. But we're brush hogging this. It wasn't mowed all last year. It's about 20-25 acres. It's gonna take a minute, but we're gonna mow this. We're leaving the cedars in the fence line for now. We're just gonna mow all the way down around. The whole property is about 80 acres, but we'll get fairly close to here. Let's see, I haven't ever mowed the place. Sorry, I was facing you guys up. A lot of times I'll be marking a valve. It's probably just marking the water line. But we're gonna get up close to the fence. You can see where folks drive in it quite a bit, but hadn't been mowed. It's not super thick. The Brush Cat should do really well. Brome fields usually turn out like this. They mow really nice. It'll lay this stuff down real good. I made one pass back here. sections and mow them down. What you think about this camera angle. At least this way my microphone's right here. I'm working on getting a mic. I haven't decided what I want to run yet. And I'm going to get a second GoPro. I'm going to get another GoPro 8 because I've got a case. I've got 2 of those Ulanzi cases. So if I need to put it in my suction cup, I can. They're on my magnet mount right now, back here on my air conditioner on the filter housing. A lot of people have asked me about this mower. They think that I've got the machine in float. Well, you probably can't see over here, but if I had it in float, there'd be another green light lit up over there. This green light is my hydraulics because I'm running my hydraulics. And these 2 buttons here are the same as your toggle. This one, you know, when you hit it, it just keeps, you know, your right side of the toggle running. That runs my brush hog and vice versa. If you needed to run it the opposite way, you can hit that other button. But the brush hog, it's a floating deck. So that center pivot right there, if you can see at the bottom of the cat, it pivots. And then it pivots up here at the plate. So I don't have to do anything. I put the boom all the way down. And see, I can roll this back if I want, and it'll, see how it pivots? I just barely make that float on the ground, and you just drive. So no, I do not have the machine in float. It's a floating deck. I've had a bunch of people tell me, hey, you're not supposed to drive with your deck floating and whatnot. I'm not. It is a floating deck mower. And it mows really nice. I mean, there's what I've mowed already. Well, the day ended a little different than it begun. We're done mowing. I'm gonna go kick that clump right there. I'm gonna go kick it down because that just look horrible for the customer to pull up and be like, man, this stuff's clumpy. It's not clumpy, it just got this one little tuft. It's windier and all get out. Oh boy, I kicked it into the wind, dummy. Well, there you go. I can't tell you what time it is right now because my phone's in my truck and it's dead. But that's about 20-25 acres. Pretty good size area. Mowed out really nice. I mean, we got just a few little standers out there that brome. It's hard when it's standing up like that and hadn't been mowed in a while. Unless you mow it with a sickle mower or something. You know, it's just hard to get it all cut down and cut off of it because the clumps are kind of thick. Anyways, I think it mowed out really nice. Looks really good. I think customer will be super happy. But anyways, well, there is today's deal. Kubota and the brush hogs on the hated trailer. I just hate it because it's got the wrong dang axles in it. They had the right axles in it. I love the trailer. It pulls nice. Anyways, well, let me, I'm gonna get chained down and I'm gonna get my butt home because I've been in that skid loader way too long today brush hogging.